All right, Dave, so what did you come up with to fix this finisher? I see you've cut it in half. Why did you cut it in half?
Because it was up against the car there and sticking way out here.
Right.
So I cut it in half and took some of the meat out at an angle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and now it actually fits up in there. Oh, fits up really nice.
And weld it back together, and
okay.
That makes a big difference. Not perfect, but a lot better than it was.
Oh yeah, it's not sticking out like a sore thumb. Good. Well, that's a good idea. So what are you going to do when you get it home? You're going to take your welder to it?
Yep. Weld it, grind it down, and paint it.
Cool. Well, thanks for doing that for us, Dave. We appreciate it.
No, it's going to cost you.
It's uh-oh. Is it cost me supper again?
$1,000.
How about a big bottle of Jack Daniels? All right, Dave, so now that you've been able to get this welded together, you've smoothed out with the grinder, what are you going to do next?
I'm going to mix up some Bondo.
Mm-hmm. And what's the purpose of the Bondo? Just to make it nice and smooth?
Yep, cover up those scratches from the grinder. And
yeah. I remember you telling me a story about Bondo. Bondo only works right when you do what? When you install it right or you mix it right? I can't remember. You told me a story about that, or you gotta prep it right or something. I can't forget.
There's a fine line between right and wrong, I guess, with mixing the hardener and the Bondo together.
Yeah.
Because you get too much hardener in it, it dries too fast. It'll dry before you can work it the way you want it.
Right. Well, that stuff is pungent, isn't it?
Yep.
Dave, what are we up to today? What are you working on here? Getting ready to work on?
We're gonna work on Cole's grill.
I got some rust. This is that black frame that's covered in a silver trim piece. And then over here we've got Cole's grill that I primed earlier today. We also have Cole's finisher. We painted it, but the paint didn't lay right, so we're going to try it again. Dave's going to get a little wire brushing on this. We've got a little bit of rust on there that we're going to try to see if we can address, and then give it a good coat of primer and some Rust-Oleum. So hopefully that'll work. So Dave, I got a question for you. What does one do when they have a warped TR6 hood? Use it as a painting platform. Okay.
$1,000 painting platform.
$1,000 painting platform, thanks to the Bead Blaster. So now we're going to apply some, we doing primer or just regular paint? We going right to paint?
Yeah, I think we're just going to do regular paint.
It's regular paint. This is the inner frame for the grill. That's the part you really don't see. The only part, Dave, you actually do see is the very outside, the left and the right. That is visible. So, here we go. We're going to paint that up real quick. So Dave, when you're painting stuff like this, do you find that you just try to do short strokes and multiple coats, or try to do it all at one time?
Multiple coats.
Gotcha. Kind of feather it in where you can, huh? That inner frame already looks like $1 million. And I noticed that you're painting the back side first. Is there a reason or a method behind that madness?
Well, just in case there's overspray. When you paint the front, at least the overspray, you know, if it's not perfectly smooth, at least that part will be on the back side of the grill where it won't be as noticeable.
Right. Looking good already, man. Thanks, Dave. All right, now, so Dave's got it flipped over, and here's where the magic starts to happen. He really only has to do a little bit of paint on this side because he's already done most of the painting on the bottom side. Now, are you using a satin or a gloss? What are you using, Dave?
I think this is going to be satin.
Satin, perfect. Seems like satin paint was pretty prevalent when it came to the black on the TR6. I'm sure there's opinions out there on that. Yeah, it's looking really good, David. Well, Dave's got the second coat of paint on the frame, finisher, and grill. And I took some steel wool to the steel covers that kind of like the steel trim covers. And waiting for it to dry, and maybe we can try to put this thing together. Looking good, David, looking good. So the next step in the process is to actually rivet the finishing strips onto the frame. And that requires some level of patience. As you can see, Dave is actually riveting that in there. Do not get your fingers caught in there. Well, here we are, the reveal. Look at this beautiful Triumph TR6 restored grill and finisher. This is the finisher that Dave cut in half and modified, re-welded. We painted it up, primed it actually. And then this is the grill. This is Cole's grill. Well, part of it is. The TR6 logo is his. It's a real one, not one with a sticker. And actually this section here came from our friend Dave. Dave had actually already bead blasted it, or powder blasted it in a box, and he had it sitting around and he gave it to us, and we primed it today and painted it. But it looks really good. Thank you to our cat Simba, who is helping us out today, having a very rough day, as you can see. But this will look really nice. We will be traveling down to Fred and Jody's on Thursday, and we will be installing the finisher and the grill. Well, Happy New Year to everybody. We're excited about 2024. Hope you and your family are well.